So you want to live life as a fishman, and see how much of Fallout 4 you can play while residing in the ocean? Well, before we get started, here are the rules. 1. We have to go as far as we can along the map. 2. We have to stay in the water, but we can hop on things floating on the surface. And 3. All the gear we use will be from the ocean, so from the minute I get in, I'll be dropping all my gear from my travels over. Got it? Good. Now we make our character. Ideally, you want to be as wide as possible, in order to be as buoyant as you can. Next, to survive the ocean, you want to add points into your endurance, because intelligence is for nerds. In the beginning, you'll notice that no matter where Codsworth is, his metal always reflects the first room of the house. Neat! After some quick parenting, we head to the vault. We admire our neighbour's diaper and get frozen, before we grab a Pip-Boy and head to the surface. So now that we're free, you get your first quest. Go home. As the ocean is our home, you want to look at your map and plot your journey across the wasteland. And with that, set off quickly, as you don't want your skin to scorch under the harsh sun after all. On the way, just ignore the untextured blocks. I'm sure that's not an ill omen. Plus, you enjoy facing through walls, right? On the way, you might meet a friendly rat roach. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? So be sure to pat them, and help out the citizens of the world to get some sweet cash money to fund your life sailing the seas. And maybe even witness a classic Fallout shootout. If you get into a shootout on a plane, don't worry. There's a friendly robot town nearby that can help you with your injuries. So, weirdly it turns out, the town of robots aren't very friendly.
Ah! What did I do? Dude, no!
So haul your ass out of there, and keep heading to the ocean. The one safe spot in this world gone mad. Try and go around the super mutant murder camp, as you don't want to risk your hide when you're this close to the ocean. On the way, you'll meet some friendly mercenaries.
I like how he says it's private property and he approaches me with the gun. I'm going, dude, I'm going.
See a cute, slumbering Deathclaw, and sneak as far away as you can, as fast as you can.
We're not gonna fuck with that.
Near a witch's hut, you'll catch your first glimpse of the ocean. Take a moment to revel in its beauty before approaching the hut to check it out. Because hey, why not? You're going to be living in the ocean from now on, so maybe it's time to take one last look around the land.
The Museum of Witchcraft. Weird.
As the shitstorm of radiation starts outside, check yourself into a nice retirement home to wait it out and recover. In here, you'll find a sea captain's hat and potentially a cat.
Oh, this place is nice. Why are their legs spread? Okay, I am taking the sea captain.
Save one or both of them for later.
This is a sick picture. Look at him, he's precious. Who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty?
Anyway, as you're exploring the home, robots will start to invade.
More visitors. Welcome to Sandy Cove's convalescent home. You must be troubled.
Simps.
So instead of looting the safes, I recommend you haul your ass out before you die.
Alright. I can't fuck with this.
It's outside the retirement home that I met a good man named Barney.
Son, did someone drop you on your head as a baby, or did you have to work to get this stupid?
I had to work to get this stupid.
Having never experienced his quest before, I decided to help Barney by arming his turrets.
Sounds good.
Of course it sounds good. I'm a tactical genius. Smartest man in town, as a matter of fact.
It's only right. Hey, you might say, shouldn't you make like a silly goose and get in the pond? And to that I say, it's nighttime, and an early morning departure is always better than a late night one. Plus, I have a feeling in my cockles that Barney may give us the worthy end goal for this video.
Okay, we can do this. We're gonna take it nice and slow though. There's a frickin' fat man here? Alright, that is sick. And then we're good to go, we're good to return. Alright, I'm down. Sentry's gone.
After activating all the turrets, we head back to Barney's.
So we're good. Thankfully, there's some sentries the Mirelurks can't reach.
Hey, Barney.
You did it, didn't you? I could hear that sweet machine gun music all the way down here.
Barney. Barney, please. Barney.
Oh no. Barney, he's dead. We failed him.
Excuse me?
All the sentries are gone now, and we're too weak to clear the Mirelurks out of town. But I think we have a goal, a purpose. First we return to the ocean, learn the ocean, and get strong enough to try and save the town of Salem from its Mirelurks, now that the defenders are all gone. We get Rebar too.
Barney's dead. I'm emotionally traumatized.
And we try and find a safe place to sleep for the night, but fail and get chased out of town.
And we're in.
We'll avenge you, Barney. Don't you worry. So, you've arrived in the water. Now what? Well, it's time for step 1. You need the Aqua Boy or Girl perk. After all, you won't be able to survive in the water if radiation melts your skin off. But luckily you should have gotten that tasty level up on the way over. So don't forget to apply it before taking the dive. So now you're in the water, the aqua person you've always dreamed of being. And you're questioning your life choices. Well, good. Water is very rarely fully explored in games, so now is the opportunity to find the real treasure and beauty in life. That's right, it's adventure time! Our goal is to rescue Salem from the Mirelurks. And in order to do that, we're gonna need to get new gear. We get started exploring from north to south, looting as we go, but we face an issue. How do we see in the water? How do we level up when we can't leave? We try fighting some Mirelurks, and that doesn't go well.
Oh, the parent got revenge.
We find a small civilization, or something called Libertalia, and try to greet the locals, but we get a bit of a weird experience.
Are you an enemy or an ally? What is happening? Hello?
Bye.
I think my game's bugged. I guess maybe they don't want to talk.
But now that we're aboard, a fight starts, and it's a good time to get loot and experience. We level up and make our way to the captain's cabin, and get a sick weapon before dealing with liars.
We Fusel Terribles? You wouldn't shoot a woman in a dress. Let's drop this on the fire.
Before we clear the rest of the bandits, I'd like to find some Rataway, so we get going. Eventually, we find the Rataway, and it seems like the oceans are pretty empty. But never fear, for there's always sick loot to be found. Spectacle Island is frightening, but it looks like a cool place.
Okay.
I think it might be a settlement.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We find a boat near the island and activate it, which pisses off a Milo Queen, so we bail like any hero would.
Oh. That's a Milo Queen. Well, like any hero, let's fucking bolt now that we've caused trouble.
So, you've more or less explored the ocean, but still want revenge? Fine then. Invade a boat full of Norwegians for some good experience. Don't be afraid to cheese the turrets from far away, because Molotovs frickin' hurt. We wipe out some more bandits and take Idiot Savant to get some extra experience. I think it's also a good idea to take Mysterious Stranger. We decide to swim inland, and we get to meet some mutants and a lovely little ghoul man on a boat. Our path inwards is blocked by a dam, and I try to check out the nearby mutant town, but unfortunately can't find my way in. I bring a pistol to a missile launcher fight, and then decide to head back. When you're stuck in the ocean, it's a good idea to explore different routes, and hopefully you'll gain some more levels doing so. It's also worth getting into a risky fight with some blood bugs for that sweet XP drip. And if you go even further past the bugs, you'll find a body outside of a drainage pipe. After reading a note, we decide to head on in and find it full of water and bugs. We finish up exploring and decide to head back to the Libertalia to wipe out the rest of the bandits. So you cleared out all the bandits and you're geared up and ready for a fight. Now what? Well, it's time to return to Salem and kick some ass. We return to Barney's home and ready our machete. Now is the time for vengeance, a final battle. Mano a Crabman.
Oh, he's gone.
But hey, Barney's gone. And so is the Mirelurk. Wait, this means he's alive. I guess he left Reba one behind for us. So we grab Reba and set out now. We have one final job to do.
Maybe he's alive. And the Mirelurk's gone, so maybe he killed it.
It's time to clear out Spectacle Island. We find a switch and flip it, and it seems to pacify and scare off the Mirelurks. We may not have won an epic battle,
What's this do?
but we now have a Mirelurk free home.
Oh, they're all fleeing.
And a paradise that Barney could only dream of. So that's it. We explored the oceans, avenged Barney, and founded a Mirelurk-free civilization. So can you play Fallout 4 region locked to the water? Nope, not really. There's unfortunately just not that much to experience when you're stuck in the water, but if you make your own fun, it can last you a few hours.